Summertime shy is already in full swing, but don't worry. Here's how you can still make the most of it and not end up wasting another weekend texting people, let's hang, but then never making any plans. I'm Emma, and I've lived in Chicago for almost 10 years, and these are 3 strategies I have used and would recommend using if you want to have an epic summer. Plus some inspo for how you can customize these ideas and make them your own. So let's get into it. Option number 1 is to pick a summer theme. For this one, you're going to pick one thing that you will be seeking out all summer long. You can be as specific or as vague as you want, but it's really just whatever motivates you to get out on the town and exploring the city. I've done this before in summers past to, varying degrees of success based on my commitment levels, but it's always been a really fun way to have some direction during the summer. In the past, I've done the summer of tacos, I've done the summer of hot dogs. Like with the summer of tacos, for example, that was the year that I actually met my boyfriend. My Tinder bio said it's the summer of tacos, and then you know what? He slid into the DMs and he said, would you like to get some tacos? We've been dating, for 6 years since then. So I feel like it worked out. Magical things can happen when you pick a summer theme, I'm telling you. It doesn't have to be a food necessarily. It could also be an activity. This year I've chosen to do the summer of soft serve ice cream, which I'm very excited about. I've already had some soft serve. Of course, Chicago has so many amazing frozen treats, but I just have not had specifically soft serve enough in this city. And I know it's out there. Some other options for a summer theme if you're looking for inspiration. If we're talking food, you could do summer of smoothies. I almost did that one year. It's a good one. Maybe the summer of single slice pizza, but it doesn't have to start with S. It also doesn't have to be food. It could be activities. It could be the summer of picnics. How many different parks can you picnic in? Summer of farmers markets. I almost did that last year. Every weekend or once a week, you could just pick a farmers market in a different neighborhood and just have a ball exploring. You could do summer of sporting events. I'm not really a sports girl. There's a lot of sporting events that happen in Chicago in the summer. There's obviously the baseball teams, the 2 baseball teams. Chicago Sky plays in the summer. I've been sleeping on the WNBA. Basketball is the one sport that I like, so I need to get to one of those games. Still, there's like soccer teams. I think there's also, I texted this to someone. Oh, it was a women's rugby match. Women's elite rugby. That sounds fun. Okay, anyway, there's a bunch of sporting events happening in Chicago, okay? So maybe you do the summer of sports. All right, option number 2 is have a sampler summer. Now, what do I mean by this? This is a strategy where you audition multiple of one type of thing to find your go-to thing or your favorite thing. Somewhat similar to the summer theme, but it's a little different. The auditioning element is really what I feel like makes this different for me. And to be clear, you can audition multiple of one type of thing to pick your favorite, or you could just pick one thing that you are auditioning like all summer. So this idea came from my mom when I was a child, and I was probably annoying her around the house. So one summer she just picked a bunch of camps for me to do. She called it the sampler summer, and I tried pottery, I tried karate, I tried acting, I tried a writing camp. And by the end of the summer, she said, all right, which of those hobbies do you pick? I picked acting, and then I went to school for that. So for example, one summer I took a crochet class. I was trying to audition whether or not I was going to become a crochet girly. Admittedly, I have not done this one as much in Chicago. It happened mostly when I was a child, but I think this could be a really great way to try something new and, learn a little something. Some other inspo ideas for this idea of the sampler summer: you could audition all the dive bars near you, or just all the cocktail bars, or whatever kind of bar near you, breweries, and figure out which is your favorite one. What's your go-to bar? You could audition all the brunch places near you, all the diners. You could audition different hobbies like I did when I was a kid. You could also audition an intramural sports team. I wrote down bus/train line. I don't even know what I mean by this. If you don't have a favorite bus yet, you could try a bunch of different buses, see where they take you, see what's your favorite ride. I certainly have a favorite bus. And the last option is to make a summer bucket list bingo card. Okay, this is the route that I have gone this summer. Essentially, this is just making a bucket list and then putting it on a bingo card. And I think it's just a really fun way to take some of the pressure off of a bucket list, make it a little fun. You can make it creative and colorful. I have to grab mine. One sec. Okay, here she is. It's fun because if you only get to 3 out of the 9, I would recommend traditional bingo cards are 5 by 5. I would recommend 3 by 3 for a summer bucket list because 5 is a little intimidating. It's a lot. But yeah, if you only get to 3 of them, then you still got bingo, which means you still won. But you can also go for a blackout card and try to do all of them. Okay, so for some inspo, here is my bingo card. I have make ice cream. I have an ice cream maker. A garden movie at the Music Box, but this could honestly be any outdoor movie. Free quintessential Chicago outdoor activity. This could mean a lot of things. You know those videos when Chicago Instagram girlies do like 10 things to do this summer in Chicago, and they're all like, no offense, but they're like kind of all the same things. But a lot of them I haven't done, and I've lived here for so many years, so I just want to do one of those things. Soft serve in the suburbs. Okay, when I did my initial research for the summer of soft serve, a lot of the places were in the suburbs, specifically Dairy Star is the one that everyone talks about, so I want to go there. My free space says spend time with people I love, already done. And then I've got new workout class, lots of options there. Play chess outside. My boyfriend and I are currently auditioning. I guess I'm doing the sampler summer too. We're auditioning if we're going to be chess people, so I got a travel chess set for my birthday, so we would like to play chess on the go. The next one is do some gardening. The last one is drinks on a new patio. I just want to have a little cocktail outside. There's so many patios in the city, so many different neighborhoods too, so I would like to try out a new patio. That's my summer bingo card. Some ideas that didn't make it on the list, okay, but they were close, were a weekend getaway. A lot of times I see getaways like on Instagram and stuff, and I just like don't like to drive, so I would love to do a getaway that involves like the Amtrak. So if you have any recs for that, let me know. Swim in a pool. Since my friends recently went to a public pool, which I would love to get into that. Go on a boat. You know, every summer I'm like, I want to go on a boat. I want to be on the water. Oh, I don't know how I'd get on a boat. Maybe to do like a fireworks cruise. I don't know. Anyways, these things didn't make it on the list, but maybe they could be on your list, okay? But hopefully that gave you some summertime inspo. I'm realizing now that this video could be applicable to anyone in any city, not just Chicago. But I mean, the best place to be in the summer is Chicago. So let me know in the comments below what you're excited to do this summer. Like, how are you going to soak up summertime shy? I want to know, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.